folks? We got a great show for you today. We got Trump on the campaign trail versus Trump now on childcare, flip-flopping as always. Promises made, promises not kept. A Republican representative from New Jersey tells us how he really feels about the working class. We got Matt No Gaetz on Age of Consent talking about aliens and so much more. Let's get into the show.
If you win in November, can you commit to prioritizing legislation to make childcare affordable? And if so, what specific piece of legislation will you advance?
Well, I would do that. Childcare is childcare. There's something, you have to have it. In this country, you have to have it. We're going to make this into an incredible country that can afford to take care of its people, and then we'll worry about the rest of the world. Let's help other people. But we're going to take care of our country first. This is about America first.
If you ask this guy about just about anything on the campaign trail, he's going to tell you, well, it's that thing. It's that thing, and the American people want that thing. You got to have that thing. Anything that you want, that thing, we're going to do that thing. That's most politicians. Most politicians lie on the campaign trail. Yeah, but it's Trump most of all. Let's be honest.
We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country.
Does anybody go back to show him, Mr. President, you don't remember you said that childcare is childcare, you have to have it, childcare? Nobody goes and shows him this stuff? Hey, sir, you said this about Of course they don't. Because he's surrounded by sycophantic yes men who fucking take his balls out on the daily and dust them off with their tongue.
We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare.
The wars. Guys, I talked about this on my short form content over on Instagram, YouTube, and YouTube Shorts, and TikTok. Love TikTok. TikTok shop. Yeah. Fucking muzzle me and fuck me in the ass. I always forget about the wars. Man, well, in that case, maybe we should stop fighting illegal, offensive, and needless wars. Yeah, save a little bit of money there. Yeah. They want $200 billion more for this war that is already, conservative estimate, by the way, cost the American taxpayer $25 billion. Editor-in-Chief here with a little bit of math for you. According to the First 5 Years Fund, childcare-related challenges cost the United States an estimated $122 billion. According to the House Committee on the Budget, universal childcare would cost about $191 billion. If you minus $122 billion, which is what it cost our economy when people experience childcare-related challenges, you get $69 billion. Taken all together, it would only cost $69 billion to offer universal childcare from the federal government. They'd rather spend $225 billion on this fucking illegal offensive war. Not to mention, he wants a $1.5 trillion defense budget. Yet we're running out of missiles. It's a slush fund. It's a slush fund for the Epstein class. Everybody knows it. Let's just be honest about what this is. And every week he's coming on TV going, the war is over. We're probably going to bomb more, but the war is over. Then a reporter said, hey, if the war is over, do you still need the $200 billion to fund the war? It's always nice to have. Quite frankly. It's always nice to have. I put it in my pocket just like I put the Venezuelan oil money in a bank account that only I have access to in Qatar, quite frankly. Then we got Representative Jeff Van Drew, 3 first names have an ass, from New Jersey, on Americans struggling with rising prices. Let's see what he has to say.
The list goes on and on of all the things. Our gas tax automatically increases in New Jersey. And by the way, so do our tolls and our fees automatically increase. All of that. Now we're going to have on top of that, and I'm talking to my folks in New Jersey, my state, you better just keep breaking your back and working hard. Maybe get yet another job.
You better just be breaking your back. Guys, you better just be breaking your back. Who cares? We're not going to tax the billionaires. We're not going to do it. We're not going to tax the Epstein class. They got to fuck kids. They got to fucking, eat kids' intestines. We can't do it. We can't tax the billionaires. We can't do it. You're going to have to break your back. This is coming from the people, the Republican, House committee in that can't keep the government open. This is coming from the House of Representatives. This is coming from Congress, right? The people who cannot stay at work. The people who would rather see you suffer, dig their heels in for their arbitrary bullshit lines in the sand, than keep the government open. You better break your back. And then he says, you're going to have to get yet another job. He's aware that many, many, many Americans, as well as, his constituents in New Jersey, are already working 2 jobs just to survive. And then they're selling butt cheek pics and slapping their feet on people's faces just to be able to make rent. He's aware of that. He knows. He doesn't care. Always keep these things in mind, especially midterms coming up. Keep these things in mind. This is what the Republicans think of the working class. Break your back. Get another job. We will not tax the Epstein class. They rule our society. It's very fucking clear.
A thing called Happy Easter. Do we have that? Everyone happy? Anybody that doesn't want, hello, darling. Wow, this is a good table. I like that table. You're doing well, right? Okay. I think you should sue him, but, I told her, you ought to sue somebody. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you ought to sue their... I can say it. You're not allowed to say this. You have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
And this is the party of free speech. This is Donald Trump at some address. I mean, he loves being on stage. He loves the adoration. He loves having his ball fondled. His one singular ball, apparently, fondled. When he's on stage like this at these GOP events and things of that nature, he is telling Erica Kirk that she ought to sue Drewski for this skit. They're so jealous. They're so jealous of Erica. They're just poking a little fun. This is the free speech party, by the way, folks. Not anymore. Not anymore, dude. The left has taken everything that they got as far as gun ownership. Remember, it's bad. It's actually bad to carry guns. You can't have guns. You'll get shot in the head. You'll get your body riddled with bullets by my secret Gestapo militia if you carry guns at all. We got free speech. We took that from them. This is what's left of the Republican Party. Sue their ass off. Everybody, yeah, sue them for a little joke. He never even said Erica Kirk, by the way. They all put the shoe on Erica because it's her shoe. Now, this is Nancy Mace. She's running for governor of South Carolina. You know Nancy Mace. She says tranny indiscriminately, hates trans people. Her husband probably puts on big fake tits as a sissy crossdresser, probably gets fucked in the ass by men, But this is Nancy, probably, allegedly, in Minecraft. Definitely in Minecraft. But this is Nancy Mace. And this goes back to just what I was talking about.
Government has no right to grab your gun. Number one.
About the guns. They are so two-minded on this subject. They have to say whatever Trump says. But also, the government should never take your gun unless they pull it off of your holster and shoot you 11 times. The government should never take your gun. Let's take a listen.
And when I like to carry my Sig Sauer P365 in my side holster.
Wasn't a Sig Sauer the pistol that Alex Preddy had? I like to carry my Sig Sauer in my holster. Hopefully don't get it yanked away from me by an ICE agent and riddled with bullets. I support you carrying, and you're right to carry. Unless you disagree with me politically. Then I support you getting riddled with bullets from Trump's Gestapo. It's ridiculous. They stand for nothing. They care about nothing. They just want power. They just want to be empowered by the Epstein class. Donations to do what they want. From PACs from foreign governments. Donations to do what they want. They don't care. They want the money. They want the power. That's it. They don't stand for nothing. And here we go. We got Matt Gaetz. Matt, no Gaetz on age of consent. He's talking about aliens. Okay? Hey, man, I don't give a shit fuck balls. You think I give a dick balls about aliens? The files that I want, okay, the GOP, right? Guardians of pedophiles. The files that I want, you're too scared. Your donors, you're beholden to your donors. You won't release these files. I don't care about the aliens. I know they exist. I know they probed me back in 2008. It's fine. I want the Epstein files.
I mean, I had someone come and brief me who was in a military uniform, worked for the United States Army, that was briefing me on the locations of hybrid breeding programs where captured aliens were breeding with humans to create some hybrid race that could engage in intergalactic communication. An actual uniformed member of the United States Army briefed me on that.
Non-human biologics, interracial alien mating? What the F is going on? Look,
what the F is going on? What the F? Dude, you're an adult. Benny Johnson, you're an adult. You can say fuck, bud. You can, what the ever-loving heck is going on around here? Interracial alien breeding?
wait a second. You had whistleblowers tell you this kind of thing? Can you please unpack that?
Yeah, I had a guy who was uniformed. He was a senior enlisted with the United States Army. Came into my office in Crestview, Florida, in a non-classified setting. I had members of my staff there, and what they explained is that the military ran a very secret program where aliens that were living were in forced breeding programs with humans that had been abducted from war zones and from even the caravans of
aliens that were alive in forced breeding programs with humans from war zones. Look at Penny Johnson's face here. That face screams, what the F is going on here? This is too effing crazy. What the ever-loving heck? Matt, no Gaetz on age of consent, is yap and flapping his gums all day about these aliens. And yeah, they were fucking, man. Yeah, man, they were fucking for real. Ask him about the Epstein files. Ask him what the age of consent is. Crickets. And now we got Tim Burchett on Rob Finnerty's show on Newsmax Propaganda Network.
I don't have the tinfoil hat on just yet, Congressman, but I'm wondering, kind of how you react to that, because you are connected. You're on the UFO subcommittee. I mean, I'm just wondering what you make of that. Have you heard anything like that?
Well, I'm still a member of Congress, so I can't really comment too much on what Matt said. But I will say this.
Wait, seriously? Are you being serious, or is that tongue in cheek?
I'm being 100% serious. Okay. I've been 100% serious. I've been briefed by just about every alphabet agency there is. And I'll just tell you this. If they would release the things that I've seen, you would stay up. You'd be up at night worrying about or thinking about this stuff. We just need to disclose it all. I'm sick of it. Well, I was briefed. I'll just tell you this. I was briefed last week on an issue, 2 weeks ago, and it would have set the earth on. This country would have come unglued.
He's saying the revelations that he has been briefed on in regards to aliens would have set the earth. Once again, ask him about the Epstein files. Ask him where the names are. Who are they? Let's prosecute them. Who are they? Crickets. The world is upset about the Epstein files. Aliens, we'll deal with that later. We need to deal with the human monsters among us who should be bound and quartered and thrown in jail forever for the rest of their life. But they got nothing to say on that. Nothing to say on that. Let's keep it grounded. Let's talk about some aliens.
I think if they would have heard all that I heard, they would demand answers, and we need to. But it's never going to get. Unfortunately, it just keeps getting covered up, and the people that know are dying or disappearing, as the case may be.
Wow.
And for the record, I'm not suicidal, and I don't take risks. So,
I'm glad you said that.
The things that I've seen, I'll tell you what, I'm Representative Tim Burchett. I'm Representative Tim Burchett of Tennessee. I'm ashamed that this guy's from my state. I'm ashamed. Because this is a guy who's on TV going, I'll tell you what, if you got briefed by the triple FBI and the CIA and the FMIA, you'd be up worried about this stuff. Yeah, you wouldn't get no sleep at night. You'd be up worried about this stuff. Ask them about the Epstein files. Crickets. Once again, I cannot. Dude, they will go on here and yap, flap all day. Yeah, Matt No Gaetz on Age of Consent says there's aliens in the getting butt fucked up in the Area 51. Okay? We'll flap all day about that. It's disgusting. If you learned about these aliens, you wouldn't get no sleep at night. Hey, I haven't slept well since I learned about jerky. Okay? Since I learned about cream cheese. These are the things that your constituents are disgusted and appalled by. You'd rather yap about the fucking Toy Story aliens. Getting butt fucked on spaceships. I'm sick of it too. I'm sick of the Epstein files not being released. I'm sick of the Trump administration breaking the law. Okay? So I'm sick of it. Release them, convict them, throw them in jail, throw away the key. Give it to the butt fucking breeding aliens. I don't care. That's what I care about. That's what the majority of the entire United States cares about. We want to see these men held to account, these human monsters held to account. That's the Toy Story aliens, man. Fuck you. Then we got Micropenis Mark versus Anna Kasparian here in this clip. Mark saying, we gotta send troops. We gotta get these troops out, man. We gotta send American children to die. Send American young adults to die. We gotta do it. Yep. And also, Israel said, we're not gonna put troops on the ground in Iran. But yeah, you guys send 50,000. Sounds good. Yeah, no. You pressured us, no matter what you want to say. I know Marco Rubio had to get on TV or get on his, Twitter account or whatever it was and walk it back. Well, we had to do this because, we had to. But he originally said there was going to be Israeli action, so we acted first. We knew that there was going to be Israeli action, so we acted.
But why would we need troops on the ground? Well, there's a lot of reasons, and we wouldn't need 300,000 of them. It's this uranium, too. We've got to get the uranium.
Benjamin Netanyahu, you are the one who wants this war. Send your people. He's such a weird little cuck. We wouldn't need 300,000, just maybe 50,000 Americans. We'll sacrifice 50,000 Americans. And we need this uranium too. You weird little fucking cuck.
How about you get to the uranium, bitch? How about that? How about you send your family members, people that you love and care about, over to Iran to get the uranium? How about you call for the Israelis to send the IDF to do it? Maybe the Israelis can take a little bit of a break from slaughtering children in Gaza and Lebanon, and maybe do something that they claim to really care about. Because I'm not worried about Iran's enriched uranium at all. I'm actually worried about this country being torn apart by a war that doesn't benefit us and is being fought on behalf of a foreign country that has fully captured our government.
Based Anna Kasparian. Folks, that's the show today. This was the Ultra Good Report. This is our long form content. It goes on YouTube. The full versions go on Substack, uncensored, unclapped, alien breeding programs. It all goes over to the Substack, so go and follow me over there. Consider a paid subscription. Thank you so much. It helps more than you know. This is 100% people-powered, people-centered, free speech, fuck you in your ass media. You know the deal. So every little bit helps so much. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed the show today, consider sending 87 cents exactly over to the PP account that we do have in the bio. All of the links are there in the link tree. So thank you so much. If you're not following already, if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you get notified for new videos. Like, comment, all that. It really helps push us out in the algorithm so that more people can find the show. Anyways, that's it. That's the show. Bye-bye.